Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma and today we're in the garden and we're planting up our pots. First we're going to do the deck pots. We have a lower raised bed right outside of the deck that we want to plant up. I have some dahlias that I want to put in the raised beds on the other side of the deck. I have some petunias that are going in front of the greenhouse and a sunflower that I want to get put in behind the greenhouse. So let's get to planting. Here in these pots, I am going to do Supertunia Mini Vista Yellows. These take sun to part shade, and I just had some random pinks, so we're gonna go, they're not gonna be matchy match, but they'll complement each other. This is a Supertunia Mini Vista Pink Star. So it is mostly pink with a little bit of a white star on it. And then we have a Superbena Pink Cashmere, which is a type of verbena that is a little bit more prostrate. So we're just gonna go 2 plants in each container, and my whole theme this year is pink lemonade.
Makes me dirty.
Huh?
Makes me dirty.
They're desperate to get out of their cans.
Oh, wow.
Oh. I also have slow release annual fertilizer. I'm gonna put that in there. And then we're gonna top dress all the containers with compost as a mulch. As always, we put 1/3 at the bottom of these fresh containers with compost, and then we fill the rest of it with raised bed potting mix. We add some sort of slow release fertilizer, and then because these are annuals, they will get fertilized every Friday with a water soluble fertilizer through the summer. Lovely. All right, let's go to the raised beds around the outside of the deck. Okay, so this is a new raised bed that we just recently built, and we've never planted it up before. Same kind of deal. It's got compost, it's got raised bed potting soil, and now it's just ready for plants. So what I'm planting in here are these dragon wing pink begonias. I have 3 of them. And I have a 6-pack of Impatiens, and then I picked up a flat of Impatiens. Not all of these are going to go in there, but I have plenty. And then we have these Proven Winner Coleus. We have a Color Blaze Cherry Drop and a Color Blaze Royal Pineapple Brandy. Both these Color Blaze Proven Winners Coleus grow in sun or shade, so they'll do fantastic here. This bed gets some sun early in the morning and late in the afternoon, and the rest of the time it's in shade. Just gonna do like every other one. Oops.
This is our first time trying that, isn't it?
But
Cool.
all right, so then I'm going to put in the slow release annual fertilizer, and these will also be on the liquid fertilizing schedule weekly. Spencer hates when I do this, but I'm pinching him back to make him a little bit more bushy.
Excuse me, guys. Sneezing on camera.
Okay, so now we're in full sun raised beds that we just recently built. These are the metal raised beds that we built. These ones have cannas in them now, and I wanted to add red banana cannas, but I haven't found them yet, so we will probably add those in, you know, if I find them. Otherwise we'll have to wait another season. And I'm going to add some dahlias into them for this year. So I just got my dahlia order from Swan Island Dahlias out of Canby. Yeah, Canby, Oregon. And let me look at my list because I always forget what I get. You order them all the way back in September, so, you know, I'm not gonna remember all that. Oh. Okay, this year I got Mini Clarion, Japanese Bishop, and Michaela Miranda. And I know that the Mini Clarion and the Japanese Bishop are like multi-branched, smaller dahlias, single petals. The Mini Clarion is yellow, and the Japanese Bishop is red with a dark leaf. And I don't remember about the Miranda. I think maybe it's pink and white. I don't know. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. It's always awesome. They send us tags. So in a situation like this, it's perfect. So I could just pop the tags in with them. And they send them in a little bag. With like, I think it's coconut core maybe. Each tuber has the name printed on the tuber. So this one is the Michaela Miranda. This one is the Mini Clarion. And sheesh. This one is the Japanese Bishop. So this is clearly the roots. This is the growth point. We're just gonna plant them like this. And this can, oops. This will probably all be under the soil, because this would normally be coming up through the soil. Making sure. Also comes with a growing guide every time too. I don't want this. So, all right. So I'm gonna put plant tone in the beds. It already has plant tone in it from planting the cannas earlier this spring. Just put a little extra in there. And then in each one, I'm gonna put a lovey-dovey Supertunia Vista, just right in the center, in the front, and let them spill over so I have some bright color. Decide on what's going where. This one gets more shade.
Yes.
A little bit. What about that side? What about that side?
Oh, that red. Why did I get some more sun?
This side gets the most sun. All right, so in this pot here, we also just built it. It's the ends of well, anyways, I'll link the video below when we built these beds, because what we did is we used the ends of the two beds that are over there we created one long bed, and then we used the round parts to create a round raised container. Not really sure what exactly I want to do with this long term, but Bit bug. Gross. I have this little container in here that's full of saline and a ginger. No. What is this plant? I always forget what it is.
Gardiola? No, a gardenia.
Gardenia. A hardy gardenia. There's also a fern in here that doesn't need to be in here. Anyway, I'm going to fill in around the front of it with some different things. We have, these are not proven winter plants. These are just regular petunias. This is a headliner banana cherry petunia. And I don't have any blooms on it, so I'm showing you the tag. So this one has the pink with a yellow stripe inside, and then this one is yellow with pink edges. So I think it'll be a nice complement. This one got severely munched on by slugs, so I'm just gonna clean it up and we'll be sure to treat it with Sluggo.
You composting with it, honey? You wanted to compost these reds, right? You wanted to compost these reds, right?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, are we gonna use the compost on those, or do we want like mulch on those?
I wouldn't think so. Compost, I would think.
You want to do compost?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's still plenty of plant material there. It'll flush out, it'll be fine. The other thing I'm going to put in there is a trailing fuchsia, which I thought was really fun. And then Proven Winners has, this is called Autumnal, because it's got the autumn colors, right? And then Proven Winner has this Color Blaze Sedona Sunset, which has the same similar colors. So I'm going to put this one in the back because it's upright, and then this one in the front to let it trail over. And we'll see how they do. This bed gets good morning sun, and then it's in shade. So what I don't know is if the petunias will thrive in this particular environment, and these are not Proven Winner petunias. I haven't had the best of luck with them before, but I really like the colors and I wanted to try them out. Right, so the really big difference between regular petunias and Proven Winner petunias, or Supertunias, or Superbells, or whatever they have, is that the Proven Winner brand has bred their petunias so that you do not have to deadhead them. You can for aesthetic purposes, but they naturally, the spent flowers naturally fall off and will continue blooming endlessly all summer long, whereas these petunias I'm going to have to deadhead to encourage new blooms throughout the season. Okay, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing gloves, it's because our soil and our compost is wet and it's like sticky, and I really just detest wet gloves, so I'd rather just have my hands dirty. All right, so there we have it. 2 different kinds of coleus, 2 different kinds of petunias, and a ready-made pot in there. I think it looks really cute. Let's go swing over here and plant some flowers in front of the greenhouse. All right, so on each side of the door of the greenhouse, I have little square containers, and in these, I'm going to plant Superbells pink lemonade. How fun is it that that's my whole theme, and there's actually a flower called pink lemonade. So there you have it. It's pink with yellow throats, and then it fades to a much more lighter pink, and then a yellow. Here's some of them. So you can see the difference. They're both the same plant. So interesting. They just have all the different colors on them. And then I'm also going to plant a Supertunia giant pink with it. So it'll be bright pink and a multicolor pink, and just those 2 are going to go in these beds. I did have some petunias in here, but they are looking worse for wear, so I'm just going to get rid of them. This area gets really intense sun through the summer, so it's not going to be very helpful for those plants to be there. They like shade or cool weather. This pot has mulch. It does have a dahlia in here. I don't remember which ones they are. So they're just gonna grow in there, I guess. They're also getting eaten.
Another day here. Oh,
These we bought several weeks ago.
oh my gosh, look at those.
These are not the ones we got at Godfrey's.
Those are the ones we got at,
Fred Meyer?
I think so, yeah.
Walmart?
Fred
Meyer?
Pretty sure. Boosh?
They are like super ready to have some space. so then I have just a couple of little urns out there on that side and on the far side, and they are both going to get the Supertunia lemon slice. Supertunia, what is it? Mini Vista. Superbells. Proven winners Superbells lemon slice, and it has yellow with a white stripe. They're both going to be the same. And I have more of these over in the moon garden, and you can see them from the backyard here, so it'll create some sort of cohesiveness, and it'll reflect the yellow Superbells, or the yellow mini vistas that we put up on the porch. Can't quite see yet, but you will be able to see here in just another week or so that we just planted in the beginning of this video. So, this thing. All right, that is awesome. We just have one more plant that I want to get out and maybe some seeds. So I'm gonna go check out the seed bank, and then I'll meet you in the back of the greenhouse with a sunflower. Raspberries, are we leaving the potatoes?
There you go. Oh, cool.
Fern. So we are going to plant this one. We are going to plant this one Proven Winners Sun Credible. This is the Saturn. This one's a little bit older of a bloom, so it's pretty solid, but the new blooms have a dark orange ring in the middle, and you could see it has flowers coming up all over the place. You do not have to deadhead these, but if you do, then you get more blossoms. And because it's a multi-branched one, I'm actually just going to put it right in the middle. I have sunflowers all along the outer edge here. I'm going to, they are all like 4 inches tall. I'm gonna go ahead and plant a few more. I did put bird netting over so that I actually got plants from the sunflower Steve sunflowers. I'm hoping that now that there's more plants in the bed, I might be able to keep these sunflowers going. I have a heck of a time growing sunflowers because the birds just pick them out of the soil and eat them. We'll just see what happens. I have a Henry Wild, which is a solid yellow sunflower, and an American Great Hybrid, and it's very large annual sunflower. So these are really tall, so I'm going to put them over on the back side. These ones are not as tall, so I'm going to put them here in the front. I also don't want to shade out my raspberries, so I'm being mindful of what's getting planted here. I only have about a half a dozen of the sunflower giants, so I'm just gonna put them in like kind of an arc in this corner. Okay, sweet. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything that we got done today, and we can finish up this video. Starting here in the sunflower bed, we have the Proven Winners Suncredible. We have 3 different varieties of sunflowers, and we have a few volunteer potatoes from last year when we planted potatoes in this bed. And we've decided that we're going to leave them in there for this year, because why not? The Suncredible will get about 36 inches tall. The other ones get between 16 inches and 24 inches tall. So that'll still be, you know, popping up in the middle from all of the other ones. So it should be fun. At the front of the greenhouse, we have the 2 different types of petunias. We have the giant pink Supertunia and the pink lemonade Superbells. And same with this one, swinging around front. We have the lemon slice Superbells in these little urns. And up this direction, in front of the deck, we planted the 3 different dahlias, and maybe I'll get another one for this side. And then we have the Supertunia lovey-doveys in the front there. The lovey-doveys are pink and white. Spencer went behind me and mulched these with compost. Then over here we have the 2 different types of petunias that are not Proven Winners. A trailing coleus and a Proven Winners Color Blaze coleus. And then of course we have the Celine, and there's so much spit bug. Look at this spit bug. Gross. Ugh, so gross. And hardy gardenia. All right, then up on the deck, we planted the Mini Vista Pink Star with the Mini Vista Yellow. And then over here, we have the Mini Vista Yellow with the pink Cashmere Superbena. And then right down here, we did a shade garden with the Color Blaze begonia, or Color Blaze coleus in the back, dragon wing begonias in the middle, and then all in the front and dotted throughout is the pink impatient.
just like with our other containers, gonna go a third of the compost, and then the rest was the raised bed potting soil. Okay, so that's it for this step. This is little dichondrosilver falls. You know, it's going to be more going in over there. We had to get some greenhouse stuff in order. But there's that one. And there's that one. And there you have it.
What a fun and productive afternoon this was with all of the beautiful annuals. I'm so excited to have them all up and in our garden and starting to grow. They're all fed and we're going to water them now, and then I know that they're just gonna burst full of color in any moment. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope you are celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.